Hello, I'm Dakota Draper, President of the North Dakota Education Association, and this is a legislative update for Friday, February 25th, 2011. It is crossover at the legislative session. This is the official halfway point of the North Dakota legislature. All the bills passed by the House now go over to the Senate for consideration, and all of the bills passed by the Senate go over to the House. With that in mind, let's provide a quick review of what's happening in the first half of this session. First, Senate Bill 2150. This is the bill that was the result of the work done by the 2009-2010 interim of the North Dakota Commission on Education Improvement. Senate Bill 2150 was heavily amended during the course of the Senate Education's committee work. In all, there were about 40 amendments to the original version of this bill. The most troublesome amendment was the Supplemental Teacher Effectiveness Compensation Program, SCEPP, was removed from this legislation. Of great concern is the fact that SCEPP would have allowed local school districts who were willing to set up alternative plans for teacher pay in a safe and secure setting with sustained funding. If this is not completed, we may end up having some very bad measures come from the federal reauthorization that we don't like. We're still trying to negotiate a version of this to put back into the bill on the House side. As all of you know by now, there was and will continue to be significant discussions about education retirement. Remember, for retirement information, visit our website at www.nda.org/ppp. In the first half of the session, we were actively involved with four big bills: Senate Bill 2108, House Bill 1134, House Bill 1228, and House Bill 1258. Let's start with Senate Bill 2108. This bill was the PERS board request to increase contributions 1% each year for the employee and the employer for 4 years. The Senate Government and Veterans Affairs Committee did not want to obligate future legislators with this burden and reduce the increases to 1% a year each for the next 2 years. The bill now passed the Senate and now goes to the House for consideration. House Bill 1228 would have required new public employees hired after August 1st, 2011 to participate in a defined contribution retirement plan. It did exempt political subdivisions, judges, and law enforcement retirement plans. This bill would have had a large fiscal impact on the PERS fund and would have increased the shortfall from the current level of just over $400 million to well over $700 million. On Friday, February 18th, the House of Representatives defeated this bill by a vote of 47 to 46, with one legislator not present and not voting. The reason it was defeated was because there was a constitutional majority of those elected, in this case 48, was needed to pass the bill, and they only had 47. We thought they would try to bring this bill back on Monday, February 21st, but they did not have enough votes as we worked the floor to prevent this. We have heard that the House is also looking at amending some of the provisions of House Bill 1228 into other bills, such as Senate Bill 2108. We will keep you updated, and we will need your help in defeating back any attempt to do so. House Bill 1134 was the bill that the TFFR board proposed with the works of the NDEA, the NDCEL, the NDSBA, and the NDRTA. The bill was amended by the House Government and Veterans Affairs Committee to prevent school districts that pay both sides of TFFR from paying any of the employee increases. We worked to try to defeat this amendment, but it was passed into the bill. The House of Representatives voted 92 to 2 to pass this bill. This bill now goes to the Senate, where we will be working very hard to correct this amendment. House Bill 1258 was the TFFR version of House Bill 1228. It would have placed all new hires after July 1st, 2012 into a defined contribution retirement system. If passed alone, it would have more than doubled the shortfall, increasing from about $420 million to more than $870 million. Also, it would have made the fund go broke 9 years faster than doing nothing. The House Representatives voted 38 to 56 to defeat this bill. There were many other issues we were involved with during the first half of the session. You can learn more about these and what we're in the process of doing in our positions by visiting our website at www.nda.org/legislative. Also, remember to find us on Facebook and Twitter to keep up to date what is the latest happenings regarding the legislative session. I want to thank you for all of your excellent back-home lobbying during the first half of the legislative session, and we've had many successes because of it. We will need to keep up the pressure during the second half to ensure that we continue to strive for great public schools for every child. The legislature resumes on Wednesday, March 2nd, where we will be helping to celebrate Read Across America at the Capitol, so stay tuned for what will be, we are sure to be, an exciting second half of the session.